my lovely Taurus. I am back for a general reading for the second week of February, and I hope you're having a lovely week. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, please remember that time is fluid and gender is neutral. Let's see what we've got going on for you this coming week, Taurus. All right. I'm going to do a past, present, future spread here and see what we're working with. All righty. Okay. Let me move these down. Hopefully you can see them a little bit better. But I'm going to go over them and do some clarifiers, of course. First, we have the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Temperance card, the Sun card in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. So just kind of offhand first thoughts here. The Two of Cups tells me that you have a potential relationship here. Could be a new relationship, could be a blossoming relationship. It could just be a friendship, but you know, regardless, we're dealing with some sort of relationship here. But the Four of Cups lets me know that you may not be open to this relationship specifically at this time. And it's quite possible that this is a friendship that they're trying to make more into a relationship and you're not ready for that yet, or you're just not trying to hear that right now. Or it could be a relationship, either friendship or relationship that, you know, you're having a little bit of a strife with because you're just not trying to hear them right now. Maybe you're having a little bit of a snafu in your relationship, friendship, relationship, however you want to look at it, depending on who we're speaking of here. If you're having a little bit of a conflict and you're just not trying to hear them right now. But we'll see how that plays out, of course, when we get our clarifiers. The next row we have is the Seven of Pentacles. So that tells me you are kind of just, you know, you're kind of working away, but you are just kind of making, you know, decisions about what you need to do with work-wise, job-wise, finance-wise. You're not really moving forward too much at any specific thing, finance-wise or work-wise. You're kind of just in limbo deciding, you know, if you need to make a change or if you want to stay where you are. You're kind of in a state of flux almost. The Temperance card is telling me, you know, that you have some options you're weighing. I feel like you have, you know, if you look at the Temperance card, she's kind of a parallel of options to me. She has two cups, you know, she's pouring water out of one into the other. So she could be weighing relationships. She has one foot on land and one in the water. So, you know, she could be weighing, you know, where she wants to be. You know, there's a lot of weighing going on here. There's a lot of thinking, and this is signifying to me that there is an opportunity of change, again, with potentially a job or something to do with finances that you're kind of contemplating. And, you know, you're being very thoughtful about it right now, trying to weigh and balance kinds of different opportunities and seeing what you want to do. The Sun in reverse card, you know, that can have a whole host of meanings. It kind of depends on how the cards play out with that. And just with what you have here, to me, I feel like that just means that, you know, you're withdrawing for a moment. You're taking yourself out of the spotlight for just a moment to kind of make that decision. You don't want to be influenced by any other factors outside, literally like the sun, factors, but also you don't want to be, you don't want any light to shine on this decision because, you know, you don't want to make the wrong one, or if you do, you certainly don't want to be judged for it. So you kind of just want to do this internally. You kind of want to sit back and think about this on your own without involving a lot of people. So I think you kind of, the sun in this regard being in reverse is more like a spotlight type of thing, or something, you know, shining the light on you, and you kind of don't want that right now. You know, going forward, you kind of want to be able to make this decision on your own. But the Ace of Pentacles here tells me that you do make the decision, and it is a good one. It's ultimately going to be a very lucrative decision, a good decision, whether it be a job, an investment, starting your own business, what have you. You know, you do make the decision, and it does turn out for you. So we'll get clarifiers on all these, but that's kind of how I'm initially seeing these cards. Of course, we will certainly see if Spirit has other things to tell us, and they may, and it may very well, but let's see. Can we get some clarification, please, on this Four of Cups and this Two of Cups, Spirit, please? All right, we have Justice in reverse. So I feel like with the Four of Cups, you feel like whoever this person in the relationship is, they've done you unjustly. And, you know, it's something that's you're not trying to hear. Ultimately, you're just not trying to hear it. I feel like, you know, they may be offering you an apology and you're not trying to hear it, or in general, you're just not trying to hear what they're saying at all, because you know that what they're doing is wrong. They may be trying to tell you something or sell you something, you know, that sounds too good to be true. And, you know, like a relationship you're like, no, this is, this person, you may have met somebody and all of a sudden, you know how it is. You meet somebody in person, you meet somebody online, and they sell themselves as one thing, but you're like, all your red flags are going off. No, wait a minute. This just seems a little bit too much. And you're just not buying it. You kind of feel like this person's not exactly right and just. That's possible. You know, this person also could have literally done you unjustly. They may have done you wrong. And you're just not trying to hear their apology. But either way, whomever this person is, you're just not having them right now. They've either done something unjustly, or they're just not being truthful with you. And so you're just not having that. And it could be that that person is a business relationship, you know, or a person who's offering you a business relationship. And the reason I say that is because that it does look like that's coming into this Seven of Pentacles, where, you know, you're kind of laboring over a decision that could relate around finances or business, or, you know, a job, something of that sort. So you may just not, you know, you're not hearing what they're saying. You're not trusting that. So you're going to weigh that option because you don't feel like what they're saying to you or what they're trying to sell you. You know, it could be a pyramid scheme. It could be a investment opportunity that's not great. They could be offering you a job and you're like, this doesn't, you know, something about this doesn't sound quite right. Not trying to hear it. Or, you know, it could be something where this person you have a relationship with and you find out that they've been lying to you about their funds. And so they've really done you unjustly about that. So now you're over here deciding, what am I going to do financially? Because I need to move forward, but, you know, I can't move forward with this. I have to move forward in another way. And for this reason, you have the Temperance card, making decisions with Cups, because you have to decide whether or not you want to stay in the relationship because it's affecting your finances negatively. So if you've recently been through some discourse with a partner or a significant other or someone in your family over some funds, this could very well be what this is that you feel like they've done you unjustly over some money. You're not trying to hear what they have to say about it. And you're just making a decision whether you want to cut them off completely in your life. You need to cut them off because, you know, you need to make a decision what you need to do going forward for yourself to protect yourself financially. And that may very well be the situation for you. And, you know, right now you're weighing your decisions. You know, you're weighing your decision on the cups. You're weighing your decision on stepping into the water or staying on the land. Do you stay or do you go? You know, there's a lot of decision making going on here. Can we get some clarification, please, on that Temperance and that Seven of Pentacles card, please? And we have the Page of Wands. So someone is coming to you with some opportunities, I think, that are legit. And I think you are probably going to choose to take those. I do believe that's the case. I believe that you feel like you have to move past whatever that person's done. And I think, you know, the more that I look at it, I think this is probably either a relationship or a very close friend or family member, and they've kind of just basically screwed you over financially. You know, the more I'm seeing it, I think you feel like they've done you unjustly, and you're just not trying to hear it. And so you're going to take this opportunity to move forward. You know, you've contemplated your funds, and you're going to take that opportunity to move forward. Can we get some more clarification on this Page of Wands, please? Some more clarification on this Page of Wands, please. Yeah, the King of Wands. So I definitely think that this could be your energy where you definitely take control of your opportunities, and going forward, you're taking control of the way you handle things, the way you handle your business interactions, the way you handle your relationship interactions, the way you handle things, because it's the best way for you to mentally and spiritually, you know, control your life, because you don't want to be back here where you feel like you were duped. But if it's not your energy, if this isn't you, it's also possible that this is somebody who's going to give you a great opportunity to move forward. Could be somebody who's offering you, you know, a really good chance at, you know, an investment, a job opportunity, you know, a networking place, you know, a place to network somehow, involve you in a group of professionals or people that they know that will eventually get you to a wonderful networking position. This could be a high, powerful person that's very social, very socially connected, and they get you to where you want to go. But again, I think that leads you into the Sun, where you want to make these decisions on your own. You don't want to be put in the spotlight for those decisions, because, you know, you definitely don't want this person back here coming around and influencing anything or taking away anything from you. And you just really, you want to be introspective about it. Taurus, you really want to kind of just make that decision on your own, out of the limelight. And it works out for you, because I see the Ace of Pentacles here. So whatever connections you make, if this is your energy or it's somebody who you meet and shares that energy with you, you know, it gets you to where you want to be, because you're at the Ace of Pentacles. So you do make the right connections. You do get to the right places. Some more clarification, please. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, it's definitely getting you to the right people, the right places. You're getting where you need to be from all of this. So, you know, by making that decision, by, you know, deciding to take off and cut this person out who did you wrong, I think you're definitely moving in the direction that you need to be, because you're making strong connections with people who are, you know, socially connected and have opportunities at their disposal, and you're utilizing that to, you're basically capitalizing on that as the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You're capitalizing on that. So, you know, kudos to you and good for you. Here we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And again, I think that's just you. You're wanting to do things on your own right now. I think you feel like you can't trust over here. You know, somebody did you wrong on money before. You want to take control of the money on your own right now. You want to do things on your own right now. You want to make the decisions on your own. You want to control the money on your own. You want to take back everything kind of on your own right now, because you just don't trust right now. You're a little bit suspicious of anybody and anything right now, especially since somebody really did you unjustly already. So that's not an odd thing. You know, people do that. They have trouble trusting, especially when they've come into newfound connections, newfound wealth, like you seem to be doing here. You know, newfound fortune, Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Pentacles. You know, who do you trust? You've already been stabbed in the back. I mean, or done unjustly at the very least. You know, so who do you trust? You're careful there. So you're not really hobnobbing around with a lot of people that you trust in your circle here to be working with your pentacles, with your cash flow. So can we get one last clarifier here for our lovely Taurus? And we have the Nine of Swords. And I think that's just your internal anxiety. And again, I think that's trust. I think it's a trust issue. I think you have a trust issue in general from this person over here who did you unjustly. They were somebody that you were, you know, pretty close to, you felt comfortable with. They did you wrong, you didn't want to hear it, and you know, you had to move forward from that. And I just think you have just a trust issue. I think that's all this is, simply is a trust issue. It's why you don't want a lot of people having their hands in your cookie jar, especially now that you even have more opportunities, more income at your disposal, things like that. So I don't think that's anything major. I don't think this is something where, you know, it's a major stress or struggler you need to worry about. I just think it's something that it's more of an internal struggle of trust at this point. But you'll get past that, of course. You know, obviously, as you build relationships and see that not everybody is out to get you, which takes time. Anytime you've been burnt, it takes time. But I think that's just generally what that is. I don't think that's anything major there. So I'm going to pull 3 cards out of here, and we take these straight up, so we don't do reversals on these. Going to just see kind of what we've got looking forward to here and see where we can go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, let's see what we've got. So we have the Page of Cups, and I think this is just more opportunities for you. These are a young Page of Cups, and the way I'm reading this, and I feel like this is not necessarily a young person, I feel like this is more new, fresh opportunities for you. That's how I feel that this is. I don't feel like in this specific sense we're talking about immaturity or young or any of that. I just feel like this is just fresh, a fresh sense of opportunity. You know, these are things, but again, because he's young, the Page, a lot of times people don't trust young people as much. And I think that's just kind of a tie back to your trust issues. So it's an opportunity. It's a fresh, young, new opportunity for you. But you may not trust it quite as much. You have the King of Wands. Again, it's twice now. So there is definitely somebody that you meet that is going to be absolutely your connection. I mean, they're going to be your social connection. They're going to be the person who introduces you to a lot of people. So keep your eyes open, be on the lookout for that person, because that person's going to be the one who networks you in to meeting the appropriate contacts to get where you need to go, do what you need to do to get you to where you're at. The, you know, the Wheel of Fortune card, the Ace of Pentacles card. You know, you don't get there by not meeting the right people, by making the right connections, the right contacts. So that's just how life is. It's not what you know, it's who you know most of the time. And I think this person is going to be your who you know. And you probably haven't even met them yet, or maybe just very recently met them. It's not somebody that I see that you've known for a long time. I don't feel that way at all. I feel like this is a new person coming into your circle or your life. So be on the lookout for that if you haven't met them. If you just recently met somebody who seems to be in the know, have a lot of contacts, be well connected, this is probably who it is. You know, make use of their, you know, their knowledge, their connections. If they ask you to come hang out at, you know, a business gathering, if, you know, meet some of their friends that are connected in the industries or whatever you're interested in, go, you know, make sure you're learning from these people. These people are the people who have the connections and the know-how and the knowledge to get you where you want to go. And then Justice. And I think it's so fitting that this is the end card because, you know, in the beginning you were done unjustly. And I think in the end you will find the justice that you need by overcoming all of it, getting to a place where you have good contacts that I feel like will help you along your way. And, you know, eventually the justice that I feel for you, the justice that I see for you is more than just the money. With the Ace of Pentacles, is more than just the Wheel of Fortune. The justice that I see for you is that I feel like eventually you will be able to trust in this person, trust in other people, and trust in yourself to be able to handle, take care of your own money, realize you made good decisions and choices, realize that you are a smart, capable person who is, you know, able to fit in with this crowd and able to make the most of it, actually do things with that, and get the justice that you deserved in the end, you know, well over this person who may have screwed you over in the beginning. So I think that's perfectly fitting. So I'm going to pull 3 cards here out of your, well, out of the just general advice cards out of the Oracle deck here. So hopefully we'll get some general advice for you that maybe will resonate with you and help you out here. So let's see what we've got for you, Taurus. Partnership, and I think we can see that left and right. We've got King of Wands twice, and I'm feeling this as a partner that is coming your way. The Page of Wands is bringing you news to meet with this person. You know, you may meet the Page first, and then they lead you to the King. But I think you're going to form nice partnerships with these people who are well connected, and that's how you're going to get. You're going to learn more about what you need to. You're going to network more. All of those things are going to help you in the end. Face your financial fears. Well, you're absolutely going to do that. And I think that's going to be more than just facing the fears by actually overcoming them by being financially secure here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. But like I said, I think you're going to overcome your fear of trust by being able to know that you can stand on your own 2 feet and you can rebound from any of this if somebody does do that, and also protect yourself. You're going to learn to protect yourself and organize for success, because it is coming. Obviously, you are going to make the right connections. You're going to meet the right people. You're going to move on from the unjust thing that whomever this was in the beginning did to you, and you are going to be able to make wonderful connections and you know, have success, you know, immense success, Wheel of Fortune success, Ace of Pentacles success. So I think it's going to be great for you. So I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. And come back and see us again. Have a great week, Taurus. Thank you.